Coming up on the Tomahawk Talk, the Bourne Braves took down the Orleans Firebirds yesterday for the second time this season, 3-1, and they play the Brewster Whitecaps for the third time this campaign later today. You're going to hear an interview with field manager Scott Landers. I'll be speaking with Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird, and you get to see a special interview with infielder Lee Ellis. It's a Tomahawk Talk, and it starts right now.
Left field, back on it, the left fielder approaches. It drops before the wall. Cooney scores. Sepsic from third, around, touches home, and the Bourne Braves have the lead.
Welcome into the Tomahawk Talk as the Braves are set to take on the Brewster Whitecaps at 5 p.m. I'm Cadence Kilhoff alongside Devin Jarvis and Casey Kasliner. But before we get too much into today's game, Casey, a former Bravo making his MLB debut last night.
Cadence, you're absolutely right. Former Braves infielder Joshua Kuroda-Grauer made a really nice debut last night for the Athletics. 3 hits in your MLB debut, very unforgettable, including a double and an RBI. He was a 2-time Cape League champion, 2023 Cape League and playoff MVP. Just so happy for a guy who spent a couple of seasons under Scott Landers and a magical debut for a team that has 3 Bourne Braves in their starting lineup, Colby Thomas, Alika Williams, and now JKG, as they call him.
Well, that season he played here in 2023 was the year that the Bourne Braves took down the Orleans Firebirds in the championship series, but the Bravos took on the Firebirds again last night. Let's check out the highlights. Orleans strikes first in the 3rd inning. A line drive to right field scores A.J. Beltre, and that's the Firebirds' first and only run of the game. The Braves tried to respond in the same inning. A broken bat single from John Stutzer sends runners into scoring position, but that's been Bourne's kryptonite all season long. The next go-around, Cal Sepsic comes to play, and he goes yard for his first ever home run in a Braves jersey. The Firebirds try to respond, but Lee Ellis is on his A-game, dives for the catch, and dishes it to second for the double play to end the inning. And Ellis gets right back out there to complete his first single of the day. Despite a pretty low-scoring game, Bourne had 13 hits, 4 of them being extra base hits, but again, the Braves struggling to hit with runners in scoring position until Cal Sepsic comes back out and has his second day with multiple hits, with a double to add 1 more run to the board. And Orleans has 1 more shot to come back, but can't get past Bourne pitcher Adam Buczkowski. And the Braves are back in the win column 3-1 after back-to-back losses. Luke Costello had another promising performance, and Cal Sepsic, who hasn't been the biggest contributor so far this season, really came through in today's game. Guys, he's a guy that we should expect to see more of in this season.
Yeah, he's been hitting the ball hard all season. He's been a little bit unlucky, as we've talked about on the broadcast, and that's a guy that knows what it takes to play at this level. He's still adjusting himself to this season, but it's really encouraging to see a guy not just get some hits, but get a home run, feel some confidence, raise the average back above 200.
You just need a game like that to have a runway to work with, and that's what it was for Costello. It's Luke as well as Sepsic. You think both of these guys with solid games as the only returners in the starting lineup yesterday, finding that will to really be the ones to beat the Orleans Firebirds overall. It was a fantastic game for both, and I think for Sepsic, it's definitely going to be a launching pad going forward.
Well, if we thought that was a fantastic game, how about the Brewster Whitecaps yesterday?
Yeah, usually when you're down 8-1 in the 7th inning, it's time to empty the bullpen and think about tomorrow. But the Whitecaps said no against the Chatham Anglers, winning 9-8 in a walk-up win at Stony Brook Field. We begin in the bottom of the 7th inning, where Jay Abernathy began the comeback with an RBI groundout, playing some small ball before Michael Torres came up. It's 8-3 Chatham, man at third. Torres with a line drive double to left field, bringing in 1. But of course, the Whitecaps were not done yet. It's a 5-run game when Brody DeLamalier comes up, singles in 2, then in scoring position, a line drive up the middle, and just like that, it's a 3-run ball game heading into crunch time. Cash Strayer would come up in the bottom of the 9th inning, bases loaded, nobody out, an RBI single in the infield. Play at the plate is close, but the run comes in, and we have a 2-run game in Brewster. The Whitecaps were hungry. Brody DeLamalier comes up once again, a line drive single to shallow center field. It's down for a base hit, and this one brings in 2. We have a tied ball game and officially a 7-run comeback for the Brewster Whitecaps. Dane Harvey would get the job done. 1 more single with the bases loaded to send fans home happy at Stony Brook Field. It's a walk-off winner against the red-hot Chatham Anglers. Final score 9-8 in a huge comeback and possibly the best game of the season we've seen here in the Cape League.
Casey, the Whitecaps seem like that kind of team that rallies in the bottom half of games, kind of just like Bourne.
Yeah, Bourne has always been known for that, but the Brewster Whitecaps here are playing pretty solid, especially that fantastic win yesterday. You look at just the parity that we see right now in the East Division. The top four between YD, Harwich, Chatham, and Brewster, all very close. The 2 through 4 spots, they're separated by just 3 points. They're all really in it together. Of course, a little bit of a drop-off with Orleans in the 5 spot, but those teams are beating each other up right now. Of course, no one has been able to crack the YD code, but at the end of the day, you got to give credit to Brewster for a Chatham team that has been the hottest team in the Cape Cod Baseball League, maybe besides the YD Red Sox, stopping them after a fantastic start. It takes a lot, especially in summer ball, to come back by that much late in a game in the grand scheme of things, might be meaningless, but because of the win, is not meaningless. It gives this team a lot of confidence and momentum to build on.
I said it already, but it's easy to think, hey, we have a game tomorrow. You might as well kind of rest guys, maybe use some of your back-end relievers, back end of the bench, at least guys that don't normally play a whole lot. But this Brewster team said, no, we're going to go out and rally. And against a Chatham team that, like you said, has been red hot. And we know how important wins are in the Cape League no matter what, but especially if you're an Eastern team right now, with how good YD has been, how good Chatham has been, wins are even more important if you're in the East because of the parity and how good some of these teams have been. So you got to give it to Brewster. Big game from Brody DeLamiere. Big game from Dane Harvey to bring in the game-winning run. That's just, you can't teach moments like that, and that's clutch hitting.
Both the Bravos and the Whitecaps coming off a win, but we're not done just yet here. Coming up after the break, Devin gets a chance to speak with field manager Scott Landers. I'll be talking with Bourne Braves beat reporter Nate Laird, and we got a special interview with infielder Lee Ellis from Ohio State. We'll be right back.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Devin Jarvis alongside field manager for the Bourne Braves and Scott Landers. Skip, a good win yesterday, 3-1, lot to like about it, 13 hits, no errors, only one allowed run. What were your big takeaways?
I think we played all three aspects really well. We pitched well. All of those guys, I think we had 3 guys. And then our defense was, Lee Ellis had some really good plays at shortstop, and then we had 13 hits.
Yeah. Really big for you guys. Cal Sefcik, one of the stars for one of the games there. I mean, phenomenal. 3 hits, one of those a home run. He's a guy who we've known to be able to perform big here on the Cape, as he hit 400 for you last year. But it took a little bit for him to get going. Why do you think it did?
Yeah, I think we're just making adjustments with him. He's making small adjustments within his swing, and it makes him more confident and better at the plate.
Luke Costello, a fantastic game yesterday, reached base in all 4 of his plate appearances. If you just look at the body of work for all these players on this team, Costello maybe the highest ceiling of any guy you got. What have you made of his approach so far in summer 2 with the Bravos?
Yeah, I think he's made small adjustments as well from when he came in till now. He gives us a quality at bat most of the time, every time up, and he's got to build on yesterday's performance and keep going.
On top of that, he's committed to South Carolina last week. You got Garrett Michelle, who committed this morning. You've got Andrew Costello and Bryce Eastep as well. Is it fair to call these guys the Bourne Gamecocks now, or is it too early?
No, I don't want that out there. South Carolina just got those guys just got the job, and they got to fill a roster. I apply. There's no better place to find players than in the Cape. It just so happens, those guys were in the Cape, and the Costellos and Bryce Estep were, they're going with their former coaches. So,
right.
I just want the best fit for these guys, wherever that may be.
Absolutely. In other baseball news, Joshua Kuroda-Grauer made his debut with the Athletics yesterday. Not too bad, 3 hits. How is it for you to see a guy who you coached for 2 years, the 2023 Cape League Playoffs MVP, go out there and perform so well in his first game?
Yeah, that kid is top notch. He's one of a kind. I love that kid as a human. His work ethic was, you can't. Nobody else can do that, and it's a testament to him because his second year here, you know, he was out with a broken finger for the first, you know, month, and he stayed here and weighed in. Didn't hit very well that summer until the playoffs, and then he was the playoff MVP. So I'm super proud of him. I texted him this morning and congratulated him, but that kid's, you know, he's a man. I love that kid.
Any specific memory come to mind about your summers with him?
All of them. Honestly, every single day with that kid is memorable.
And you start now going back to the game on hand with Will Whalen. You've seen him in piggyback combos over these last 2 starts, but last time out 5 innings scoreless might not give you much of a reason to do so today. What's your plan with Whalen on the bump?
I just the same thing he's done the last 2 outings. You know, he's got to compete with all his pitches. You know, I thought his walks have been up a little bit. We got to minimize those, but I just want him to go out and compete and give us a chance.
And the other half of that battery is Bryce Eastep. He had a phenomenal day defensively behind the plate today. What type of luxury does he bring to your defense as a catcher who's gunning guys down all the time, doesn't really let balls get past him?
Yeah, he dictates the game back there. He's a good receiver. He's a good blocker. He's accurate with his throws and quick with his throws. He's the ultimate guy you want back there. So I'm super proud of what he's doing, and he's just got to keep it up.
Thank you, Skip.
You got it.
Thank you to Devin and Scott Landers. I'm joined by Nate Laird, the Bourne Braves beat reporter. Nate, who's on the mound today for the Bravos?
Well, Will Whalen's making his 3rd start of the year. The lefty out of Minnesota, 2 starts so far, has thrown 8 innings and has a 1.13 ERA. His last start, the 5 innings of no-hit ball against Chatham. He did give up 5 walks in that one, and that's been an issue so far this season. He's got 8 walks through 8 innings. We'll see if he's able to pepper the strike zone today.
And Will Whalen is a returner that is pretty crucial to this Brave squad. What about the Brewster Whitecaps? Who's on the bump for them?
Well, Ethan Grimm is making his 3rd start of the year for him. This will be the 3rd different starting pitcher the Braves have seen from Brewster so far this year. He had a 7.19 ERA over 19 appearances this past spring for the Hokies. He settled into the Cape so far this year, though, has a 1.17 ERA over 7 2/3 innings.
All right, Nate, so we talked a lot about our starting pitchers, but do you have anyone else that you're looking at today?
Yeah, out of the bullpen, one of the Braves' highest leverage arms, Adam Buczkowski so far this season, has thrown 5 1/3 innings, hasn't allowed a run. He's been great for them. He only threw 10 pitches in his outing last night, so he may be available to come out of the pen for the Braves today.
All right, Nate, well, thanks so much for the inside information. I get to speak with Lee Ellis coming up, so stay tuned. Today, I'm here with infielder Lee Ellis from Ohio State prior to the Bourne Braves playing the Brewster Whitecaps. But Lee, in that game yesterday with the win over the Orleans Firebirds, you had a double play in the 5th inning that pretty much shocked everyone in the park. Walk me through that.
I mean, I was just trying to get prepared for a ball to get hit hard at me, and you know, I just let my athleticism play. You know, I wasn't really thinking, just trying to work from down to up through the ball and trying to get this first out at second base.
And on the offensive end, you've had hits in back-to-back games. What's been working for you out there?
I mean, I've just been trying to simplify the game. I mean, baseball is hard, so I mean, I'm just trying to like hit the ball hard up the middle and just do what I can to get on base.
And you said it yourself, baseball is hard, but this is your first summer on the Cape. What's the hardest part about playing in this league?
Wow, hardest part about playing with the game in this league. I'd say definitely just playing every day, 6 games a week. It's definitely an adjustment, but I feel like my body is definitely finally adjusted to that, and I'm ready to go.
So as a team yesterday, Bourne had 13 hits and only 3 runs. How do you guys capitalize off a stat like that for the win over Brewster today?
We just continue putting the ball in play, continue hitting the ball hard, and just capitalize with runners in scoring position. I think that will help definitely get the runs up.
Lee, when we're not talking baseball, we're talking basketball, right? So give me your ideal starting lineup with the Bourne Braves roster.
Okay. I'm gonna put myself at point guard.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a good passer. I can manage the court well. At my 2, I'm probably gonna go John.
Stutzer?
He can run the floor
okay.
well.
All right.
Probably Brendan Shannon.
Yes.
At the 4.
He can get a board, definitely.
He looks like he could be a shooter. I've never seen him play, but
I
he
don't
looks
know
like
about that.
I mean, he could. You know, the bank is
We'll
always
have to
open.
see. Yeah.
Bank is always
All right,
open.
bank
You
is
know.
open. Bank is open.
5. I'm definitely Definitely go Luke. I need a bruiser in the 5.
Costello?
Yes.
All right,
I need a bruiser, and then my 3 spot's definitely going to be Will. I need that lefty.
All right, I see. Well, before we actually play pickup basketball, you have a game today, so go get back to warm-ups. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Welcome back into the Tomahawk Talk. I'm Cadence Kilhoff, right next to Devin Jarvis and Casey Kasliner. Guys, the Bravos yesterday, 13 hits and only 3 runs. How can they fix that up later today?
It's just the approach at the plate. I mean, they had a lot of opportunity today. The offense was very strong. You know, most hits that they've had in any game so far this season, but they just couldn't capitalize when the moment met them. 3 times they leave the bases stranded. They strand the bases loaded, and that's not going to win you ball games. It did against Orleans because of your fantastic defense, but you got to convert. You do love the improvement on the offensive side of the ball, getting more balls in play, finding their way to the base paths, but it just came at the wrong time and they couldn't compound it into a lot of runs.
Yeah, they're rolling over quite a bit. I mean, this is a team that hits a lot of balls in the infield on the ground, and when you have the bases loaded and less than 2 outs, and especially when you're desperate for offense like the Braves have been at some points this season, hit a ball to the outfield. It doesn't have to go 400 feet. Hit one 250 feet and see what happens for you. You have speedy runners all around this team. Might be able to bring in some guys playing a little bit more small ball and not necessarily worrying about swinging for the fences, something we've talked about could be better when this team has runners in scoring position and specifically the bases loaded, because there is an expectation that you're going to bring runs in, and that hasn't been met this season.
And the Braves aren't clueless about this issue. Every time we talk to them, they say that that is their main problem and that they're trying to figure out what they can do, and they're working on it game by game, and I think it is getting a little bit better. But, well, the game is almost underway. The next time you catch us, these guys will be on the call, and you'll catch me on the sidelines.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.